What's up, everybody? This is JC. I'm with CanDoCreditRepair.com. In this video, I want to talk about some tips that you can do to improve your credit relatively quickly. If you're trying to improve your credit so that you'll be able to get a new car, get a new home, or whatever goals that you're trying to achieve, sometimes your credit can play a major factor in it. And if it's not where it needs to be, then that's going to be a problem for you and trying to achieve whatever goal that you want. So some of the things that I've learned in my journey of repairing my credit are that you can actually do a few different things to increase it in the short term. Credit repair is usually a long-term journey, but there's some things that you can do in the short term that can actually boost your score. The first thing that you can do is become an authorized user on somebody else's account. What that means basically is that someone that has an aged credit card account that's in good standing, preferably 2 or 3 more years of on-time payments, good history, they can add you as an authorized user, and you will get all of their information, all of their history will be applied to your account. So, having a lot of good aged on-time payment history can drastically improve your score, and it only takes, I think, 30 days before it's actually applied to your credit profile, when the next reporting period is. So if you have a close family member or friend or relative or whatever, there's even trade lines that you can go online in certain places that will actually charge a fee, a reasonable fee, in order to add you to their authorized user account. So getting that good payment history is a really quick way to boost your score up substantially. The second way that you can drastically increase your credit score is to sign up for an account. What I did is I signed up for an account at My Jewelers Club. My Jewelers Club is a company that sells jewelry. It's kind of cheap jewelry. But what they do is they actually give you a $5,000 credit limit. Now, that can really help out if your credit utilization is high. And what I mean by credit utilization is a total amount of available credit that you have, such as if your cards are maxed out, then if you've used all of your available debt up, like for example, if you have one $500 credit card and it's maxed out, and your utilization is 100, you've used 100% of your available credit. And the key to having a higher score is to try to keep it as low as possible, really under 30%. So if your utilization is really high, then having an additional credit line, relatively higher one, can lower it. So that's kind of a tip I found out a while back, and they do charge a membership fee. I think it's $100 yearly, or it's one time, and you have to buy at least, I think, $50 worth of items on their website. But for $150, having an extra $5,000 credit limit, can drastically help your score jump up. And credit utilization plays, I think, a 30% factor in what your total FICO score is. So myjewelersclub.com, that's where I went, and right now they're reporting to 2 bureaus. They're reporting to Experian, and they're reporting to Equifax. They're not showing up on TransUnion right now, and I sent them an email about that, and they said that they're working on it. But that would really increase your utilization if it's already maxed out. The third tip I got is to look into Fingerhut.com. Fingerhut.com is a website where you can purchase things and make payments on them, and they give you a decent credit limit once you sign up for them. I think the first time I signed up for them, they gave me $800 credit limit, and they reported to all 3 of the major credit bureaus. And so, Fingerhut.com, they have different clothing items, different electronics and apparel, anything you really can want, they have on there. And you just sign up for it, and you purchase something. It doesn't have to be a lot, but it'll start reporting on your credit report within the next reporting cycle. And so those those last two I use, and they drastically help your credit utilization, which is again plays 30% into your total score. And the fourth thing that I would say is to just check your credit report and to see if there's anything on there that shouldn't be and dispute it. There can be things on there that were opened up that you didn't know about. There was a big data security breach a few years ago with Experian, and millions of people's information was vulnerable. And so, people that I know, friends and family, actually checked their credit report and had some loans and some credit cards that were opened up in their name that they had nothing to do with. And so I helped them go through the disputing process and reported it as fraudulent and disputed those accounts. And I think within 30 to 60 days, it was removed off of their account. And so knowing exactly what's on your credit report is essential to being able to repair your credit. There's all kinds of places you can go to online to get a free copy of it, or actually just keeping credit monitoring service all the time is what I recommend. I use Experian.com. They have a 7-day free trial where you can check it out and see what you think. There's Smart Credit. There's a bunch of different ones if you just Google credit monitoring, but those are the two that I recommend. And so I hope that these 4 tips helped you learn something today. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you subscribed and check out my website, candocreditrepair.com. You can find templates on there. There's DIY guides and a lot more. So, till next time, this is JC. Thank you.